Hello guys, and welcome to a video on the top 5 worst traits in Crusader Kings 2. Now this list is completely opinionated, so it'll be interesting to see what you guys think in the comments. But I've tried to be as unbiased as possible, because some traits have really annoyed me in the past. At number 5, I picked the AZTEC disease. Now this disease is an epidemic brought over by the Aztecs in the Sunset Invasion DLC. You lose a lot of points, and your health gets -4. It's certainly not great to have, and with coronavirus going on at the moment, we certainly don't want this trait on our character. At number 4, I picked a slightly worse disease, which is the plague. This plague is a bubonic plague, and in the 14th century, we saw the Black Death, which is a bubonic plague, kill 25 million people. If this was on your character, you'd certainly be unlikely to survive, and it's best to avoid this trait at all costs. At number 3, we have the INBRED trait. This trait makes you worse in every way, and is permanent. You're unlikely to survive and manage your kingdom at all. Probably a good idea to avoid marrying your sister at all costs. At number 2, we have the IMBECILE trait. This trait is terrible to have on your character, and it has a similar effect to the INBRED trait, but to a greater extent. Now, before I announce number 1, I want to give some special nominations to traits that are terrible to have. Being castrated certainly isn't great if you want to have an heir, and there's really not much you can do to resolve the problem. Being slothful and slow is not great either, and finally being infirm really affects your stats. At number 1, I've decided to put the INCAPABLE trait. Once you get this trait, you cannot play the game anymore, and you have to wait until you die. It's relatively common, and your regent might take money for himself and dish out lands on your behalf. You might as well get some tea and wait for it to be over. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more Crusader Kings content coming out soon.
Hello my children, I must give you a message. Subscribe to the social streamers for eternal salvation.